Aristotle was born in 384 BCE in Stagira, a small town in ancient Macedonia, where he developed a fascination with the natural world and human body. As he grew older, Aristotle's curiosity about the human body led him to study under the famous physician Nicomachus, his father, and later under Plato at the Academy in Athens. Aristotle's pursuit of knowledge took him to the Lyceum in Athens, where he founded his own school and wrote extensively on philosophy, science, and ethics, leaving a lasting impact on Western thought. Through his teachings and writings, Aristotle influenced some of the greatest minds in history, including Alexander the Great and Thomas Aquinas, shaping the course of philosophy and science for centuries to come. Aristotle delved into the concept of telos, or purpose, and the idea that human beings have a unique potential that can be realized through living a virtuous life, as discussed by Plato and Socrates. He faced criticism and skepticism from his peers, who questioned the notion of a universal purpose, but Aristotle remained committed to his ideas, drawing on the wisdom of philosophers like Epicurus and Zeno. Through his teachings and writings, Aristotle influenced some of the greatest minds in history, including Alexander the Great and Thomas Aquinas, shaping the course of philosophy and science for centuries to come, with his ideas on virtue, happiness, and human flourishing. Aristotle's search led him to explore eudaimonia, often translated as happiness or flourishing, which he believed was the ultimate goal of human life. At the Lyceum, Aristotle taught that eudaimonia could be achieved through living a virtuous life, as discussed by Plato and Socrates, and by cultivating habits of character. In his Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle argued that eudaimonia requires a deep understanding of human nature and that it can be achieved through the cultivation of virtues such as courage, justice, and wisdom. Aristotle's ideas on eudaimonia and virtue have had a profound impact on Western philosophy, shaping the thought of scholars such as Thomas Aquinas and Immanuel Kant, and continuing to influence contemporary debates in ethics and philosophy. Aristotle developed his theory of virtue, believing it was a mean between excess and deficiency, essential for achieving eudaimonia. His students, including Alexander the Great, learned about the importance of cultivating virtues like courage and justice. In his book, Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle argued that eudaimonia requires a deep understanding of human nature and the cultivation of virtues. Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia was influenced by Plato's idea of the forms. He believed that human beings have a unique potential that can be realized through living a virtuous life, as seen in the teachings of Socrates. In his Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle argued that eudaimonia requires a deep understanding of human nature and the cultivation of virtues, such as courage and justice, as demonstrated by the example of Alexander the Great. Aristotle's ideas on eudaimonia and virtue have had a profound impact on Western philosophy, influencing thinkers such as Thomas Aquinas and Immanuel Kant, and continue to shape contemporary debates in ethics and philosophy, as seen in the works of modern philosophers like Martha Nussbaum. Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia was shaped by his studies with Plato. He believed humans have a unique potential. The ancient Greeks valued arete, or excellence, which Aristotle saw as essential to achieving eudaimonia. He drew on the ideas of Socrates. Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics remains a foundational text, influencing thinkers like Thomas Aquinas and Immanuel Kant, shaping Western philosophy. Through his teachings, Aristotle inspired generations, including Alexander the Great, to pursue virtue and wisdom, leaving a lasting impact on human history. Aristotle pondered human flourishing, influenced by Plato's ideas on the forms, and developed his concept of eudaimonia. He wrote extensively on ethics, arguing that virtues like courage and justice are essential for achieving eudaimonia, as seen in his Nicomachean Ethics. His ideas on virtue and human flourishing have shaped Western philosophy, influencing thinkers like Thomas Aquinas and Immanuel Kant, and continue to inspire contemporary debates.